Welcome back, everybody! Little does Edgeworth know, the recording is no longer from 2 nights ago. It is now from 3 nights ago. I got you, Edgeworth. I got you good. No, you didn't. It's only been 1 minute in game time. It has not been another night. Oh. Well. Alright, fine. Jeez, I was just trying to make a joke, but I guess you don't want to take part in my jokes. No, because jokes are stupid. We need to be serious right now. Oh, Edgeworth. Oh, Edgeworth. Huh? Oh, okie dokie. Alright, yeah, pull that thing out. I need to see what it is already. ... So this is the sound of a hot air balloon. That's right. The time Simon was carrying Kay in a hot air balloon. Ergo, he was near Kay. ... Isn't there anything recorded? ... Bang! Clang! Ah, that was... A gunshot. ... Verbs. Huh. It seems you were quick to deactivate the bug. However, you were a little too late. You can't run anymore. That gunshot ties you to the case. Huh? What are you saying? There's no gun involved in this case, is there? No, there should be someone connected to the case who fired a gun. Let's strike with the evidence that points to that person. Which piece of evidence connects the gunshot to the case? What was the gunshot about again? Where was the gunshot talked about? I remember. Oh, wait. It was something around here, right? Gunpowder residue was found on his right hand. The yellow stain on his suit is pollen from lion lilies. Oh, that most likely would be it. Which piece of evidence connects the gunshot to the case? Excuse me, I would assume that would be it. I mean, it's literally gunpowder, so yeah. I don't think there was anything else that was related, but I mean, I don't know. Gunshot, gunpowder is all I need to see right there. It's written right here in the body double's autopsy report. Gunpowder residue was detected on his right hand. Yeah. Where was Kay at the time this gunshot was recorded? That's right, she was being carried to the roof of the Grand Tower near Balloon. And as it turns out, there were a few more people on that very same rooftop at the same time. You mean the double and me? Ah, certainly after we talked for a brief moment. The body double noticed something that had me leave before him. Now, what if the gunshot rang out after that? You can clearly hear it in the recording. I doubt that you wouldn't have noticed it. ... Do you intend to feign ignorance until the very end? That's nothing more than mere conjecture. The answer is yes. What we heard in the recording was not just a gunshot. Bang, clang. If you listen closely, you can hear the bullet hitting something. If the body double was aiming at Simon, then the bullet may have struck which piece of evidence? Oh, the balloon? The body double likely fired the gun at the balloon. If we assume that the bullet hit something, it would have been the balloon's basket. Let's examine it immediately. Yes, let's. Oh, snap. He hit it. He hit it right there. I want to look at this. There's a gas tank here. It's attached to the basket. I don't think we would be looking at this tank right now if a bullet had hit it. In fact, neither Simon or I would still be here. We would have been blown sky high. Let's look elsewhere then. I would have to agree with that. There's a long rope all coiled up inside. We must examine it closely for any signs of it being cut by a bullet. Got it, Mr. Men in Black. MIB, you start from your at that end. Yeah. Nothing here. Or here. Nope, there's no sign of it being hit by a bullet. There's nothing on this end either. I guess it didn't hit the rope. Let's not waste any time. On to the next spot. Oh, right there. This basket needs to be examined from every angle. Please be thorough. Yep, I'll start with this end.
Hey, you guys give him a hand.
Yes, Shifu!
Aw, nothing here. You guys find anything on your end?
Nothing at all, not even a single speck of dust. I expected as much. The sound made on impact. Sounded more metallic than anything the basket woven material could produce.
Very true, which is why it's right here.
This hole.
It's a bullet hole.
The bullet hole is found in the basket. You won't be able to talk your way out of this one.
Lion balloon data updated by organizer. Small hot air balloon used for advertising. Simon Keys is in charge of it. Placed in the truck.
Ah. How do you intend to explain the gunshot and bullet hole?
So you figured it out. You're good. I guess it's impossible to hide anything from you. Spit it out already. Okay. No need to be impatient. 2 nights ago. It happened when I was riding the balloon to the rooftop. I saw the body double and you, Miss Courtney, on the roof. Talk about a surprise. Only the double noticed me. He told Courtney to leave ahead of him. Oh, why would he open fire on the balloon, though? He then pointed the gun at me and then fired. Why did he want to shoot down the balloon? It's simple. The body double had intended to kill Miss Courtney. Kill me? That's right. You talked to the double about John, didn't you? Well, it's not like the body double would have met with you otherwise. From his point of view, it was like showing him evidence that he was a fake.
You mean he was afraid of Judge Courtney because she knew about John's past?
Afraid? That's exactly right. That body double was a coward after all. I even remember how his hands were trembling when he fired the gun at my balloon. Are we all clear now? I was only there by chance, just a friendly witness who was passing by. Rebuttal 2 nights ago. It happened when I was riding the balloon to the rooftop. Oh yeah, I don't know if I believe that or not. We'll see about that. I don't know at all. But we shall see nonetheless. Okay, grand tournament end. When will the end come? We're on episode 92 now, I believe. 8 more to go, everyone. 8 more to go. It could be close, but maybe it won't be close. I don't know.
Around what time was that?
Depends on how long the end is. I think it was around 11 p.m. It should coincide with the time Miss Courtney and company were on the roof, right? Yes, it was indeed around that time.
There doesn't seem to be any contradictions. However, the time frame is important.
And it was at that moment I saw the body double and you, Miss Courtney, on the roof. Talk about a surprise.
Are you saying this rooftop rendezvous was beyond your expectations?
There's no way I could have known about that beforehand. Well, once the dust settled, I could guess what would have happened, though. The double intended to kill Miss Courtney. Hey, did you realize that? No, I did not realize it. It's because you were blabbing on and on about that kid. What kind of mother are you? If things had gone badly, your kid might have died because of you.
I'm your opponent, not her. Don't change the conversation. Judge Courtney, I'd like you to please leave this to me.
My apologies, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Oh, goddess of law. Please watch over this man and grant him aid. You're making me laugh. This lady didn't even notice the balloon. I'm surprised she wouldn't have noticed it, though. Only the double noticed me. He told Miss Courtney to leave ahead of him.
You had her leave ahead of him? Did you say the body double had planned to kill her?
Maybe he thought it would be bad if someone saw the scene of the murder. At the time, no one knew that the president was a fake, right? Once he got the info on John, he'd be able to kill both mother and son whenever he wanted. Thank goodness he's dead. Now you're both safe. You should be happy.
Whatever emotions you have towards that man, please put them aside until it's all over. For now, please continue your story.
As you wish. And so that cowardly body double must have panicked when an eyewitness suddenly appeared from the skies. He then pointed the gun at me and fired.
The bullet struck the balloon's basket cleanly. I panicked and quickly tried to get away so he wouldn't shoot me down, but...
Talk about a close call.
You say you tried to get away right then?
That's right. Is there a problem?
Is there a problem with this statement? No? I don't know. No, there is no problem.
I see, in that case it's fine.
Eyewitness testimony from the balloon.
So that means if Simon hadn't come,
Judge Courtney would probably have been in danger.
So wouldn't that mean he saved her life?
Motive behind Mr. Key's action was probably not so noble. After all, this man was there to commit a crime just like the fake president. To expose his crimes, I'll need to listen carefully to his testimony. There must be an opening somewhere.
So that was indeed the end. Alright. He then pointed the gun at me and fired. I want to press this again because that was the only one that gave a thing. Bullet struck the balloon's basket cleanly. I panicked and quickly tried to get away so he wouldn't shoot me down, but... Talk about a close call. So he tried to get away right then. That's right. Is there a problem? Is there a problem with the statement? Yeah.
You must have placed Kay on the rooftop. You couldn't have gotten away before then, correct?
Yeah, that's right. I forgot. After the body double fired one shot, he entered the hatch to the 51st floor. No. I looked around for a bit and then landed on the roof.
Please add that statement to your testimony.
Sure, I don't mind. After the double fired one shot, he entered the hatch to the 51st floor. Well, I already know what to present to that, so that'll be easy.
You mean the hatch that leads to the hidden storeroom for the black market auction? Black market auction? Huh? I don't really want to remember, but...
That was 2 days ago, right?
Indeed, the black market auction was held on the 50th floor of the Grand Tower.
A lot of people must have been coming and going through the storeroom during the incident.
Indeed, the double truly did enter the storeroom as Simon said. It's strange that no one noticed him. The problem here is when this incident occurred. If you know the precise moment, then a certain piece of evidence may come in handy. Eyewitness testimony from the balloon.
So that means if Simon hadn't come...
Judge Courtney...
Okay, we got it. Well, anyway, the evidence I had to present would be Lotta's testimony? 2 minutes ago, the president's never passed the 51st floor storeroom. Objection! Gotcha!
Once again, you lied.
Lied?
The body double could not have entered the storeroom on the 51st floor 2 nights ago. Miss Hart's testimony proves it.
What? How can you trust that sham journalist's testimony? What do you say? You can't insult my mentor like that. 2 nights ago, that lady was staking out the 51st floor. Given that, just how did that body double leave the roof?
Indeed. That is what we must now prove. If he did not use the elevator or the 51st floor to leave the roof, then only one route remains.
The balloon, obviously.
How did the body double leave the roof without using the elevator of the 51st floor?
I would assume I have to present the balloon?
Take that!
The body double flew.
He flew?
Simon Keyes, he rode in your balloon.
Objection!
Hey, stop joking around. Why would I have needed to give the body double a lift?
Excuse me. The elevator had a security camera and the 51st floor was being watched by Miss Hart. Your balloon was the only way the body double could have left the roof.
At the circus, we often perform dangerous stunts in order to surprise the audience. You think you've got me cornered? Sorry, but the show ends here.
What? Hey you, Lana, was it? I'd like to ask you something. Are you saying you stood watching the 51st floor the entire time without any breaks? Oh, well, reckon of course. There ain't no mistakes in my testimony. Really now? Within the sound of Mr. Edgeworth's assistant falling into the storeroom, cause you to faint? I didn't mention it before, but after that, I might have dozed off a little. Be more precise, I fainted. Well, something like that. So something did happen. This heart I've determined the sound yet made you faint. It was likely to sound of Kay falling onto the storeroom floor. What's your point? Nobody's perfect. Look at her. Mr. Edgeworth, that's the kind of person you're relying on. Kay fell into the storeroom after the body double had left the room. In that case, I have a theory on how things happened. After that cowardly body double fired a shot at me, he went and hid in the shadows until Kay fell into the storeroom. What? So what if he was hiding? Oh, I was like, wait, what? Good grief, you guys still haven't noticed? What if the body double stayed hidden until Lana had fainted? And then he went down to the 51st floor. That can't be. Precisely. The locked room mystery on the roof has been unlocked. Gah. He even said it in my voice. But wait, there's more. I told the hidden body double about John Marsh. That's why he attacked John the next day during practice, but got himself killed instead. In other words, the one who murdered the body double is none other than John. John had no motive to kill the body double. He knew. He knew he was the real president's son. And how would he have known that? Because I told him so. In a letter. What did you say? That is a lie. Yep, it's all a lie. Huh? But then again, maybe not. Maybe I really did tell him. Right, John? It's true that I caused Muzel's head to fall. But I didn't know about my dad until today. I'm not lying. Oh, really? I wonder about that. I found out about the head falling thanks to the bug. Now, if you were the one who caused the fall and the body double was crushed to death... that settles it. You're the culprit. You successfully carried out your revenge. Congratulations. All the pieces of the puzzle are now in place, as Mr. Edgeworth would say. The logic fits. Now then, any rebuttals? I'd say there probably is a lot of rebuttals. The murder of the double. Manipulating humans into fighting with each other. Sounds just like me, right? I did the same thing to Knightley and Blaze. At any rate, there's no way the body double could have gone for a ride in my balloon. The double was crushed by the monster's head, right? And who was it that caused the monster's head to fall? Do you understand now who the body double's real killer is? The truth that I provided them with gave them a big motive for murder. Get it? Those two tried to kill each other because of the truth you're so fond of. Impossible. Hey, detectives over there, hurry up and arrest this murderer. What's wrong? Why aren't you moving? Dang. I thought so. Just admit it. In the end, aren't you all the same as Blaze and the body double? You ignore the prime suspect and come after me without any evidence. How easily it can be distorted to best suit your needs. This law you all believe in. That is by no means true. If you're not gonna arrest anyone, maybe I should have a talk with the policeman outside. If I tell them that John Marsh is the killer, they'll be forced to take action. Simon Keyes, your testimony isn't over yet. Really? I figured you'd try to stop me, Mr. Edgeworth. You don't have any evidence, do you? Which means there's no chance for you to win, right?
But if you still plan to stop me, you should be prepared to take on this much risk.
Oh, jeez Louise. What? That much?
It's only natural, after all. The fate of the true culprit, John Marsh, is at stake here. Hey, Miles. Why don't you take a nice deep breath?
Mr. Shields?
At times like this, you should take a breather and think back. Defense attorneys always remain calm in a pinch and smile in the face of danger. The point of contention between your logic and his claims lies in the body double's escape route. How's about, for example, we think of it like this? What's important isn't whether or not the body double got on the balloon, but rather, if we were to assume he did, what circumstances would have allowed for that?
Turn my thinking around.
Well, all I'm doing is a cheap imitation of your old man. Did it help?
Circumstances that would have allowed the body double to get on the balloon. That's right. The body double not only had a large build, but he also had a gun. And in spite of that, no traces of sleeping drugs were found in his system. Which means it can't be.
Mr. Edgeworth, are you ready yet? Hope you haven't forgotten about this.
No, this is bad. I must break his testimony somehow.
Rebuttal the murder of the double. Manipulating humans into fighting with each other sounds just like me, right? Might be. Also, once again, it's just a penalty for the or it's a penalty for presenting stuff, not pressing testimony, I would assume. That'd be kind of extreme now, wouldn't it? I wonder. I do wonder.
So you manipulated the body double and John to your will. You seem rather persistent about that, aren't you?
Very much so. I'm an animal tamer after all. Isn't the great animal in the world man? I mean, sort of, kind of, yeah, I don't know. I just tell people the truth in order to help them get revenge. They should all be thanking me. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm kind of scared.
Steel yourself, Kay. One who sows seeds of revenge as a jest. It's an opponent we must stop at all costs.
The sins of the past are scary. So scary. You'll never see your retribution coming.
I did the same thing to Knightley and Blaze. So you still intend to insist that you were not directly involved to the very end?
Right, I never dirty my own hands, I just like to watch. As they hate and kill each other, never realizing that they were being manipulated all along. Speculating from afar just like you did 12 years ago. You mean the SS5 incident? That's so funny! If I remember correctly, all your father's hard work amounted to nothing. Wouldn't you normally call someone like that incompetent? Growl, you!
Agent Lang, restrain yourself.
Dang it!
We don't know the conclusion your father arrived at. However, we are here now because we chased after his footsteps.
Sorry to interrupt your little moment. But I don't believe that kind of idealism will solve anything besides. At any rate, there's no way the body double could have gone for a ride in my balloon.
That's the only way the double could have gotten off the tower. Well, excuse me.
Well, let's suppose that's the case, even if I had carried the body double down. What's the problem with that?
So you admit it. You did carry the body double.
Let's not make a fuss over absurd opinions, Mr. Edgeworth. That's just not like you. You think the body double held me at gunpoint and asked me to go on a sightseeing joyride? There's no way that could have happened. And you know that full well, don't you?
It's possible you negotiated with him by using the information about John as a bribe.
But he shot at me, remember? There's just no way we can negotiate.
In that case, what if he used sleeping drugs and transported him while he was knocked out? And allow me to ask, have they detected any traces of sleeping drugs from his body? Ugh, it's no good. I can't find any openings.
Mr. Edgeworth, isn't there something more interesting we should be talking about? The double was crushed by the monster's head, right? I suppose so, anyway. Yeah.
Allow me to propose a question. Was a double really crushed beneath the monster's head?
For a genius prosecutor, you sure are quick to withdraw your previous statements. Weren't you the one who deduced that he was crushed by the monster's head to begin with?
Indeed. I certainly came to that conclusion once before. However, that was when we knew of nothing else that was capable of crushing him to death.
Knew? Why the past tense? It's not like there's anything else now, you know. The body double was crushed to death by the monster's head. That is an unshakable fact.
No. Is there nothing else? Some decisive evidence that connects this man to the crushed president?
How unsightly, Mr. Edgeworth. Why don't you stop this useless struggle? Besides, don't you already know who the culprit is, remember? And who was it that caused the monster's head to fall?
Certainly the one who caused the monster's head to fall was John. However,
even John himself admits to that. Well then, doesn't that settle everything? Good job, guys. Case closed. The one who killed the double was John Marsh, and since the police just happened to be here...
No, not yet. There's still some room for further investigation.
Don't force yourself. Well then, tell me, what else is there to investigate? If you can't, I want that kid arrested as soon as possible. You ain't going to overlook a crime, are you? Am I wrong?
Mr. Edgeworth, what do we do? Is there really no hope left? Think. Mr. Keys killed the double. And the murder could only have occurred when the two met face to face. What he had with him at the time must be the real murder weapon.
Darn it, does he intend to play innocent until the very end?
The body double's cause of death was rather unique. He was crushed under the monster's head.
And the killer would be John after all. Isn't there anything else that could have crushed a double?
Something else that could have crushed a body double.
Well, I mean, maybe the balloon, but... I don't know.
Something else that could have crushed a body double.
I'm gonna save again, just in case. Because, I mean, it's only gonna take like 2 mistakes to game over with this penalty system here. And I don't even know what to present to, so we're probably gonna have some more game overs. Perhaps. Alright, I wonder, what should I go for here? Maybe the humans and fighting with each other sounds just like me, right? They do the same with the Nightwing Blaze. At any rate, there's no way the body double could have gone for riding my balloon. Double was crushed by the monster's head, right? It almost sounds like that's what they're kind of refuting here a little bit. Excuse me. Does he intend to play innocent until the body double's cause of death was rather unique? He was crushing the monster's head. And the killer would be John after all. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is there anything else? There's no way the body double... Okay. Double was crushed by the monster's head, right? So what else could have crushed it? I mean, the other option I could think of was just maybe... Well...
I think the blue truck did that. If
it was the blue truck, then it probably would not... There'd probably be some tire marks on it anyway, the president. So, I don't really know exactly, but... We'll see. Uh-huh. Wah-huh. I don't know. He was crushed by shoes! I don't see anything that'd be reasonable here, so... no. Nope. Small hot air balloon used for advertising. Simon Keys in charge of placing the truck. Could the balloon have crushed it?
I guess, apparently, I don't know. Nothing makes sense to me right now. John was not the one who killed the body double. He was crushed by a monster. And I think on the next exciting episode, we'll see exactly what Edgeworth's explanation is going to be on this, because I'm not entirely sure how he would have been crushed by the balloon, but considering that was the right answer to that question, it seems like he might have been crushed by the balloon. But again, I don't know how or why. Nothing makes any sense. But anyway, we'll see what that's all about next time. So everyone, Edgeworth's explanation comes in 24 hours. Oh! I'll see you all later, everyone. Don't forget to vote in the poll, by the way. Just your daily reminder, or I'll try to make it a daily reminder anyway. Don't forget to vote in the poll. It's in the description. It's probably at the end of this video. I'll see you all later, everyone. Goodbye!